Okay, you're tuned in to Slay TV for MAGiQ Media, your home for fashion, style, and tea, honey. I'm your host, MAGiQ. Let's slay. Hello, and we're back with the beautiful Christina Stokes. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
We're wonderful over here. We're so excited to have you on Slay TV for MAGiQ Media today. I'm so happy you accepted and you're willing to share your experience down there.
Yes, yes.
Great. So, Christina Stokes, this is her 12th year in the industry. Her hometown is Atlanta, and that's where she currently resides, where the money resides. Her brand name is Christina Nicole, and she does a lot of different things. We'll definitely jump into that. She's motivated mainly by her family. They're the thing that keeps her driving and pushing. So, Christina, what made you choose Boutique Fashion Week Houston?
Okay, so I actually did journalism in February when they were here in Atlanta. I had a chance to be background. I had a chance to see how they, operate, see the shows and things like that. And I was like, oh wow, this is an amazing show. I love the energy of the producers, Frank and Angelo. I love their energy. I love how they're all about positivity, about getting the things done and getting them done professionally. So that right there was kind of like, yes, I have to do this show as a model next time. I enjoy doing it as, PR. I enjoy, giving interviews and writing.
Yes, and that's how I met Christina too. She had
Yes.
these beautiful twists in. She had her microphone. She was going around. I was like, yes, girl.
Yes, I enjoyed that. I really did. But I was like, okay, I want to do this because it reminded me so much of New York Fashion Week. I've done New York Fashion Week so many times, and it's like the rush, the adrenaline, and it's so much fun. Like I love that, and it reminded me so much of that. And so, I was like, okay, I got to do this show next time. And so I ended up in Houston after that.
Awesome. And we're so glad you came down. So how was your journey down? How did you travel? Did you travel alone? How did that go?
So initially I was going to travel alone, but my mom was like, oh, absolutely not. I don't want you to by yourself. Like, I don't care how old I get. My mom is always been mama bear,
Well, yeah. Shout out to all the mama bears out there.
So my brother ended up coming down with me for the first night, and then the second night my agent joined along, and then the third night my mom joined along.
Oh wow, that's awesome. You had your team there.
Yep.
I love it. So tell me, what was a highlight for you while you're in Houston?
What was a highlight? The highlight for me was when I did the live TV for Sankofa and Chris Benjamin. That was I did not expect that. Like, I was not expecting to be recorded on live TV, and I didn't expect for designers to choose me to be a part of that role. That was very good because I feel like that was great exposure, not only for the designers, but for myself as well. That was really great. I enjoyed that because they didn't do that, in February when we were in Atlanta. They actually
that was definitely a new installment. The Boutique Fashion Week TV was done at the Ball in Houston. I believe it was near the 3rd District or in the 3rd District, but it was definitely a beautiful lounge, and we set it up as like a party scene for the models and the designers, but we also had a couch scene with Cuba God, and there was another host there. I'm going to catch her name. I'll post it below. But yeah, it was awesome. It was like, like a designer's catch up, and the models were able to come out and showcase their designs. And Christina looked beautiful as always.
Thank you. It was very beneficial. I think that was very important because, during fashion shows, the only thing, yes, we get to see the designer's clothes, but I don't really feel like people get to know the designer. And I feel like that was a great opportunity for the designers to tell who they are, tell what their brand is, what it represents, things like that. That's very important because we always just look at the clothes and like, the models, but we never really get to know who the designer is. Of course they come in at the end of a fashion show and they talk about it, but they actually have a chance to speak, and people get to listen and actually get to know who they are, and I think that was great.
Right, me too, definitely. It's always nice to see the brains behind operations. So that was a wonderful set they did down there.
Yes.
Was there a moment of learning? Was there anything that you were like, oh boy, this is something I can take from and learn from or grow from? Were there any moments like that?
Yes, the first night when we did the introduction walks, I was so in my head because like my
Oh,
purse kept slipping off of me as I was walking. And
ooh,
I feel like first impressions are everything. So when I feel like I messed up on that walk, it shows in my face.
got it.
So I was just like so down about that. But my agent was like, absolutely not. She was like, first of all, anything that you do in life, especially when it comes to this career, own
Mhm.
it. Own
Right.
it. She was like, you need to stop looking at the negative and focus on the positive, because at the end of the day, you're a good model. You know what I'm saying? Your character
Right.
is what gets you indoors. And
Mhm.
so that is something that I took and learned from, is just to not be in my head and to just take everything for what it is and still look at the positive instead of the negative. And again, to do exactly what my agent told me to do, which is to own it, you know? So after that, I just snapped the whole weekend. I was like, I'm just going to take that
Yes.
and just go hard for the rest of the week. And, and that's
I
what I
love
did.
it. I love it. And you sure did, and it showed. I mean, I didn't notice anything on that first night, but I did notice that you slayed the runway,
Thank
okay, for the
you.
rest of the week. And now, is there anything that you were looking for in your experience down in Houston that you haven't received in Atlanta?
Um, Exposure. I'm very serious about my craft, and
Mhm.
my plan is to make a career out of this. I want the exposure, but I want the right exposure. I want to, you know what I'm saying, go down the right path. Like, I want to eventually, you know, do maybe like some modeling television shows, or
Mm.
things like top model. Like, I want that type of exposure to where it can get me to where I need to be. So that's the only thing that I feel like I would want out of Houston that I don't really get in Atlanta.
Got it, absolutely. Well, I saw that you recently did a music video. That has to be good for exposure.
Yes, yes, yes. My cousin Otto, he is a music artist. He raps and he's really, really good. His music is really, really good. And he asked me to be in a video for him yesterday. So that was an amazing experience. I definitely enjoyed that.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Christina, it's definitely been a pleasure catching up with you today. As always, what can we expect next from the Christina Nicole brand? I know you're taking flight soon.
So soon I will be in LA. I
All
will be
right.
walking for the model experience. That is actually produced. I think that's hosted by Miguel's wife, Making
Oh,
Good Sister. So that right there is very, very exciting. I cannot wait. So I'm definitely excited about that. I have a few other fashion shows coming up. have one in November with the Royal Umbrella, and then I
okay.
have one in December called Winter Wonderland. So I have a few shows coming up.
Okay, because you're booked and busy. I see you, Christina. Thanks again for joining me, MAGiQ, on Slate TV for MAGiQ Media. You'll definitely be hearing from us again in the future. Enjoy your travels, good luck, and continue to own it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Christina. Take care now.
You too.
Hey, thank you for joining me, MAGiQ, on Slate TV for MAGiQ Media. Be sure to follow Christina Nicole at Christina._Nicole on Instagram. Then take a little trip over to my page, Miss_MAGiQ Media. Click the link in my bio to visit me on all my social media platforms.